A subliminal message is a signal or a message recorded in a video or audio beneath the original text. Such subliminal messages have no influence on our conscious mind, but affect our subconscious. The subconscious may then influence our conscious actions to act in according to the message embedded within the message. Some argue that effects of subliminal messages are rather insignificant, while others argue that they are unfair and potentially harmful, especially if abused. These days, subliminal messages are very much popular in music industry. Subliminal messages in music have been given a name of backward messages, or more commonly backward masking. It is very easy to record backward messages on existing sounds or subliminal messages in music with the help of the computer on simply a click of mouse. An interesting thing about subliminal messages in music is that they can easily be disguised with other natural or unnatural form of sounds, such as blowing wind, traffic noise, rain falling, or even water crashing. Since subliminal messages in music have been discovered, many controversial examples can be found. A subliminal video is not intense enough to produce a sensation, but has sufficient intensity to influence the behavior and mental processes of one's mind. For the purpose of self-help, subliminal videos are often used much like hypnotherapy perusal, instructing the listener on how to deal with their problem and offering positive affirmations. The difference, of course, is that these suggestions and messages would be played underneath another audio track, such as peaceful music or nature sounds so quietly or fused with the other track as to be unheard by the listener's conscious mind. In other words, the audio programs that work the best are those that combine audible plus subliminal messages, as our love tapes do. In fact, they're like getting two audio programs in one and more. So the primary reason subliminal messages are so influential is because they bypass the critical, filtering aspects of the conscious mind. It did, however, increase sandwich consumption in common. Wilson Bryan Key, a professor at the University of Western Ontario, conducted his research particularly in subliminal messages in pictures. He discovered that subliminal messages were used almost in all advertisements. For example, Wilson Bryan Key found that in the Johnny Walker Scotch ads, the ice cubes had images of screaming faces, skulls, and other horrific images. Other products in which subliminal messages have been used are beer products, like Labatt's tobacco products, alcohol products, food products, pharmaceutical products, and sports equipment, and even in drinks such as Coke. Another interesting example of subliminal messages in picture is dated back to year 1988, when a subliminal picture of French president before his re-election was mixed with the title sequence of French national television daily news show for several consecutive days. In a recent case, a McDonald's logo appeared at one point during Food Network's series Iron Chef America. It led to many claims that it was an instance of subliminal messages in pictures, although Food Network claimed otherwise. Some research were carried out to prove that subliminal messages hidden in pictures have no influence on a person. For example, in year 1970, D. Hawkins, a scientist, discovered that after showing the word Coke hidden subliminally in a picture, particularly in an advertisement, to a group of people, their desire to buy Coke was not greater than group of people who had been shown a word which meant nothing to them. Do subliminal messages in pictures exist? There has been no proof as yet that subliminal messages in pictures influences one's action, compared to others strongly claiming that subliminal messages have no effect. While the jury is still out on whether subliminal messages are a scientific fact, many individuals have found that beneficial subliminal messages hidden in specially designed videos and movies have helped them to quit smoking, lose weight, and conquer bad habits. Hopefully more scientific studies will be done, and we can have a conclusive answer.